Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, PLife, the pharmacist life. On here I do all things health, lifestyle and travel. But this particular video really stems off from a little bit from what I would normally do. And it's important to me. I have a platform and I use it to address things that are important to me, important to in the society. And this one hit to the core of my being. It hit me since Thursday last week, and I've been really struggling with it, really struggling with it. And it seems like it's just one thing I can't shake. I cannot shake it. I think because I've experienced it here in the UK, but definitely it's not as bad as what they're experiencing in America. Okay, so what I'm saying here, guys, is what's going on with the black race. Whether we like to face it or not, or we want to bury our head in the sand and pretend like nothing is happening, or pretend like, oh, we can't say anything because the black people have started again, it's always all about them and their race and blah, blah, blah. But we can't stop the truth of what's happening over and over and over again. It's in our institutions, it's in our economy, it's in companies, it's things that I have experienced myself. I never even knew what racism was until I started to experience it. It is hard enough as it is as a woman, okay? It's hard enough. Then it's hard enough as a black woman, in different spheres of life and aspects of life. It feels like we always have to, one, work twice as hard. Two, we're aggressive. I met someone who said to me, Elizabeth, what part of Africa are you from? And I said, Nigerians. And the person went, wow, you're not aggressive as a typical Nigerian woman. And I was like, first of all, how am I supposed to respond to that? Do you know what I mean? When we talk about people, we should be very careful of how we put our opinions about people or what we say about people, at work. Like I'm saying, I've experienced racism at work. A lady accused me of being the person that she spoke to as the pharmacist the other day, and I went, it wasn't me. I wasn't even here. I've not been here for months. He was like, yes, it was you. And I said, it wasn't me. And I said, okay, describe the person you're talking about. But first thing she said is, she looks like you. And I said, looks like me? What do you mean? Well, she looks like you. No, I am me. I can definitely tell between this white person and that white person. My eyes are opened enough to tell that your features are different, you know? And then in the end, what did she say? She went, well, all of you look alike. Excuse you? All of who look alike? So I have experienced racism firsthand. I have not experienced racism, when I have traveled. But my cousins, when I go to America, and there's certain places we need to be very careful of what we do, how we behave. We're not allowed to be free to be who we are because we're black. And then you assume that we're aggressive, we're loud, we're this, we're that. Yeah, that's not fair. That is not fair. Because the same way that there are loud people and aggressive people, in the black community, it's the same way in any community or any race. So George Floyd is just one of the very many things that we've experienced in our lives. And it hit home for me because how someone can kneel on someone's neck to the person can't function. In my head, as a medical person, I'm thinking how many emotions and how many pain that person would have had to go through before the whole body shuts down. Like, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's horrific. It's you can't. That's why, as black people, it really hits the core of our being because it's too much. We get to experience all these sort of racism, but because it's not in our faces or in your faces, you just feel it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay to treat any race less than what they should be treated. It's not okay to give any other person who is not light-skinned or Caucasian a job because of the color of their skin. It's not okay. It's not okay to push all the ethnic minority to the forefront to do the work, and stylishly push all the Caucasian people to the back to do other jobs while the ethnic minority go forward and do the dangerous jobs. Do you know what I mean? We know from COVID, we know if you read the figures and research that a lot of people who have died, especially in America, are the black people. This is huge, guys. We cannot be quiet. That's why it's a big thing. And I'm so grateful for every single person who's come together to support us, to stand with us, to march with us, because it is a big problem. It is a big problem, you guys. Here, America, all over the world, it is a big problem. And it's time to not see the color of skin. See that person as a human being, as a humanity, as a human being. We are only 25 shades lighter than any Caucasian person. So there should not be all this racism and colorism and all these isms that are trying to dehumanitize us and make us feel less than what we are. It's enough is enough. Let's really start to think about how we can be better and do better and come together as one to be strong and make our children, our future generation can't see this. No, not anymore. Not anymore. It's part of the reason why I became my own boss, because I just couldn't handle it. I couldn't handle it. And I'm that sort of person. I speak my mind. And when I speak my mind, I'm a aggressive, fierce black woman, which I embrace. I am a fierce black woman. And I say the truth. I stand for the truth. I speak for the truth. But it's time for all of us as one to stand and speak for the truth. We can't be doing this anymore.